as you already probably know by now. Sorry, I'm losing my voice, but thought I'd make this video log for my fans or people that want to watch me do this and rise to the top, which I won't. I just make these videos really to piss off the people that I don't like and that don't like me, and those people are usually sociopaths with really bad problems at home, and they take their anger out on me, but the truth is they're really just angry with themselves. So yeah, go ahead and keep doing that, guys. Eventually I'll just send some hood rats to run through your houses, but until then, enjoy talking shit on Facebook. But if you're in Tasmania, come visit my driveway, walk up it. I'm willing to use my 22 caliber, but not on a K9 like most of you are that talk shit on YouTube and Facebook. Not saying I'm gonna shoot you. I'm saying I've got a 22 BB gun rifle. But I'm getting my gun license. In all seriousness, that was just an act. Okay, calm down. I'm going for my gun license. I think I'll be able to get it. I do have a bit of a record. I was a little delinquent, crazy child that got up to no good for a lot of my childhood, and when I was a teenager, but I've sorted myself out now. I rarely drink. I rarely smoke weed, but do every now and then. And I found out I have to do some kind of like test and pass it for like 9 months to be able to travel now. So that's really pissed me off. I don't think anywhere else in the world they can do this except in Tasmania, Australia, which is pretty much like a prison for me at the moment. I'm just shocked that an organisation can have so much control and so much of a negative impact on someone's life, and they don't even realise it. And they stop you from being medicated properly, they stop you from getting the help you need, they don't offer the help you need, they instead scrutinise the person. They especially regarding medication that might be in some way addictive or be considered something that could be misused. And I've never misused my medication. I've only used it the right way, and I don't understand people that misuse their medication. It doesn't make sense to me. But I've been put in the same group as people that misuse medication, and it's disgusting. I'm treated like trash, and I'm not medicated the way I should be. So I basically sometimes have to do things the illegal way and seek my own form of medical supplements. And I'm not going to go into detail, but it's the only way I can survive, because otherwise I'd be suicidal like 24/7. Because I've got serious PTSD and from things that have happened in the past. And some people have done some pretty messed up things to me, but I won't let them come out on top. I'm a bit slow at the moment because I've had a really big day and night, and it's early in the morning. I only just got back home, but I'm probably not going to edit this video. I'm just going to upload it and call it my first video log. Now I'm going to just mess around with the camera a bit, give you a bit of an idea of what I look like if you haven't seen me on Facebook. I'm Brandon. I might tell you my last name, I might not. You probably already know it. My family's Irish. I'm a proud dual citizen of Australia, but I'm also a dual citizen of Ireland. I've been back and forth between the countries my entire life. I've travelled all over the world pretty much, but the past few years I've been stuck in WA and Tasmania, especially. The last couple of years I've been stuck here. It's getting to the stage where I'm getting cabin fever and I can't stand it. I need a girlfriend or something, because it's not easy being alone for so long, and not being able to like communicate and like cuddle someone. It's just weird. And plus I've got a massive like, I don't know if you'd call it a crush, but I've got feelings for a girl that's back in Perth, and like it's an old relationship, but it's one that I've always had. I've always had feelings for this girl, and I don't know if I'll ever end up explaining that to her, but I always kind of slip it in conversation, but I'm not sure if she takes it seriously or not. But who knows, maybe one day we'll get married. But apart from that, I'm trying to look for a simple girl at the moment that isn't stuck up and can talk to me, and I can talk to her and not have to struggle with communication and arguments over stupid shit, because I've had some doozies of relationships. I've been used, I've been cheated on once, or actually twice, and I'm not going to get cheated on again. And if I get cheated on again, it would be a terrible decision on your part, because I would get the worst form of revenge. But I won't go into detail on how I get that revenge, because then that would ruin the entire plot. But I'm not a spiteful person. I just hate people that are disloyal and cheat on their partners. What's the point of being in a relationship if you're going to cheat on your like partner? It doesn't make sense. If they're loyal and they love you and you love them, why should you cheat? What's the point? If it's a sexual thing, tell them. Don't be a gutless coward and do it behind their back. I've got shakes in my voice because I've got the flu. I'm coming down with it, and I'm a bit pale. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah. I was meant to go hunting after making this video, but I think I'm just going to go to sleep, because I had sparring today and my face is kind of sore, my hands are kind of sore, my body's kind of sore, and I don't think I'll be making it into the UFC anytime soon anyway. That would be pretty awesome though, one day. Being like Conor McGregor, but the Australian version. Or maybe like, what's I forgot the Australian fighter's name. I'll make this video a 10-minute video, and then I'll just upload it the way it is, and then but my future videos, they will all be edited and put together properly, I promise. I'm sorry for this like failure of editing. It's not something I'm proud of, but it's the way I roll. I just talk shit, and you guys listen if you want. You subscribe, you like my channel, my video, you share them. You might see something that you find funny, but this is, all very serious. But and if I'm honest, I'm a funny cunt. Like, I'm probably one of the funniest cunts in my local area, but people don't realise it because they're so stuck up and ugh. Yeah, I can't stand the people that I'm around at the moment. Not all of them, of course. There's some really good ones, that are keeping me going, but there's some terrible ones at the same time that are just like, ugh, ugh, ugh. They're just like, say you go to the toilet after about a week of holding in a shit, and you do the most tremendous shit. That's what they are. But they're not even that. They're the water that follows the shit to flush it down a toilet. They're not even the shit. They're the water that follows the shit. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at. Just making sure that my window's shut because it's absolutely freezing outside. Tasmania is a very cold climate. It's south of the equator. It's near the Antarctic. It looks like I've got a belly, but I really don't. I've got pecs and stuff, and you can kind of see my body through there. I've got a tiny bit of a six pack, but I've got a pretty gruesome scar. People make fun of me and they say, "Oh, you're trying to be like Chopper Reed." Well, I'm not trying to be like Chopper Reed at all. I got this tattoo done before the scar happened, and it actually just happens to go through the tattoo. I don't think I need to explain what happened. If I do, I'll post it in another video, but you can imagine what did that. It wasn't nice at all. I was a young guy near the age of 21 with a colostomy bag because of the injuries that I was given. I went through hell at a very young age. That's part of the reason I got PTSD, but also one of the other reasons is because I was molested at a younger age by a trusted person, a trusted person that I trusted at the time. Sorry, I swear I've got emphysema. I smoke too much cigarettes. I smoke too many cigarettes, sorry. You gotta use good grammar if you're gonna be on YouTube. Anyway guys, sorry that this video is so crap, but just represent, I don't know. I'm coming down with something. I can tell I got the flu from sparring and someone's fists going in my mouth, and they've happened to punch like someone that has the flu, and then they punch me, and it's just I don't have cauliflower ears, and I'm not getting them for some reason. I'm not sure if I should keep this beard. In the comment section, let me know if I should shave or if I should keep the moustache and the beard and all that. The moustache I shaved yesterday, and it's already grown back that much. I'll get a bit of a close-up for you. It's grown back that much, and you can see my eyes. I've got blue eyes, but they change to green sometimes. I forgot what the name of that condition is, but some people's eyes do change colours, and it's an actual physical reality. Don't know what to call it, but yeah, I'm really tired. I've got to go. I said it would be 10 minutes. This video's been 14 minutes and 11 seconds so far. My nickname is Sofa, S-O-F-A, or Bam Bam, or Bam, or just call me Brandon. That's my real name, Brandon. Yeah. Brandino is not a preferred nickname. You can call me Brandino, you can call me anything you like. I mean, if I'm going to be a comedian, which is probably my only hope, I'll probably call myself Brandino, because it's just got that comedic kind of snare. It's I don't know, it's shit, but people will be like, oh, Brandino, he might be a bit funny. He's probably going to come out as a transvestite because he's calling himself a female name. But no, it's not female. Brandino is just like a magician. He comes out and he makes jokes that make everyone laugh. because he's a fucking magician. And that's what I am, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a magician. Downstairs, upstairs, in the sack behind me, I am a king. Now I'm just being cocky and it looks ridiculous. I'm not that great in bed. I'm probably a bit above average, but I'm not the greatest. I'd probably run out of fuel pretty quickly if I did that at the moment, because I'm out of shape, but I'm not like literally out of shape, but I'm out of shape in comparison to what I used to be. I weigh 80 kilograms. I don't have a beer belly or anything. I have a bit of a gut because of what happened here. I'm not going to go into detail about that just yet. I'll kind of get to know you guys a bit better before I get into that. And I kind of need to trust you guys and know that you guys are a valid audience for me to go into detail. And I think that's fair enough. Share the video, like the video. I'm willing to talk about almost anything. I've got no holds barred. I really don't give a shit. I give a shit about people, but I don't give a shit when it comes to talking about serious issues. The world's fucked up at the moment, and people need to address the fact that the world's fucked up, and if they don't do it, they're just ignoring the problem instead of talking about the problem and trying to come up with a solution. I'm trying to use good words and come across as an alright person here. I'm not trying to be funny, I'm just trying to be sincere. I'm single. If there's any girls that find me attractive, hit me up. I look terrible at the moment, I apologise. I'm just, like I said, I'm coming down with something. But hit me up. I'm Brandon. Find out more on my YouTube channel, which I'll fix up. Add me on Facebook maybe. I'm gonna get Snapchat. I'm gonna sort that out on my phone. I'm gonna get Instagram sorted out. I've even got a dating application that I'm gonna sort out, but it's just it's been a big waste of time so far, because the girls around here are really stuck up, and some of them just don't even reply to you, and it's just like, alright, well, you're not that good looking anyway, fuck you. Actually, I regret even saying hello, how are you? And then even some girls I've made a full conversation and been really nice and given them compliments, and then like made a funny joke that actually is funny, and like any normal person would laugh at it, but they just don't reply. They just think, oh, he's weird, he just wrote me a full comment. He spent too much time writing this personal letter. It's called sincerity. Oh my god, it's called being sincere. Not a fake fuckboy like half of the world is at the moment. Like people like Lil, I forgot his name, but whenever they call themselves Lil, I've got hate festering in my stomach already, and I'd probably be called Lil something because I'm 6 foot just, but yeah, I'm 5'9" point, so I'm pretty much 6 foot. I'm 6 foot when I wear my favourite shoes, and when I stand up straight, I'm 6 foot, but when I sit, like lean down like that, I'm 5'9". So whatever. Like pretty much the same size as a cousin boy, Conor McGregor, who I support. I know a lot of people that support Khabib Nurmagomedov. I fucking slaughtered that name and I don't care. I think he's a coward for ganging up on Conor's friend. I'm not going to even use his name because it just I don't want to think about it because it makes me angry. It's a coward move to do what Khabib did, and then he didn't even jump out of the bus. He stayed on the bus like a coward. And this is changing topic, but Khabib, you waited on the bus while Connor's like gang made you look like a weak pussy that hides on a bus instead of facing them like a fucking man. Like really? And now Connor's in court like a thug, which he isn't. He just stood up for his friend and went too far, yes, but he stood up for his friend and made a point after you did something that was very, very stupid and fucking disrespectful. And honestly, you deserve to get penalised for that, but no, Conor McGregor gets penalised because he's the famous person and he reacted like a man. Instead, you reacted like a woman. Not even that's wrong to say because women act better than you. And that's rude and that's sexist. Sorry about that. Um, Khabib, you act like an animal. You don't have any skill, and the skill you do have, it's very rudimentary. It can be learned. What Connor has is special, and I believe you are very jealous of what Connor has, and you want what Connor has, but you never will have it, and you never will get it. You can pray to Allah and Muhammad, may peace be upon him and his family, but you'll never be Conor McGregor. I respect your religion. I've got friends that are Muslim. I speak a bit of Arabic. Salam alaikum wa alaikum salam. Allahu Akbar. Yella. I speak a bit of Irish. I'll say Pog my horn, and I'll let you guess what that means for the next few seconds. Well, guess what it means? It means kiss my ass. And that's what I want to address this as. This is an address of Pog Mahon addressed to Khabib Nurmagomedov, or whatever your name is. Excuse me, I apologise. I just think what you did to your fellow UFC fighter, grabbing him around the head without asking him, and slapping him at the same time, whilst you were surrounded by your friends and your family and your support network, and he was alone, was a coward move. And you can say whatever you want. You can say, call me whatever you like. I'm not a UFC fighter. I've got MMA background, but I'll never be what you are because I don't spend my life doing what you do. But if I did, I would not single out a person with a gang and then not expect the same to happen to me later. You expect everything to fall into place because you support a god that not every UFC fighter is in support of. There are a couple, not many, but that's because of the geography. You're from a rural area, as am I now, but it's different. The money is different. People here where I live are a lot better off than in Dagestan. It's hard to live in Dagestan, I know that. But I know that people from Dagestan, and they say that you're pathetic the way you act, and the way you act like someone that has the power of Mike Tyson, but you don't. You've just got incredible wrestling and ground and pound and stamina, but you're not that special. You're just another GSP. There hasn't been another Conor McGregor, has there? Conor McGregor is something completely different, and he always adapts to his game. He adapted to Nate Diaz, which I didn't expect him to. Well, actually I did. I told people to expect Conor McGregor to be very well trained on the ground and to avoid the ground and to work on his stamina. And after his boxing debut, trust me, his stamina will be a hell of a lot better. And I wouldn't be surprised if Khabib, if you do fight Conor, you probably would get knocked out in the first round. And I'm not going to predict it because I think it might actually ruin the prospect of the fight, and it might actually help you train to defend against the move that I can see coming. And by the way, the move is a knee. I know Conor doesn't usually use his knees, but that's what I'm expecting him to use against you. And he's going to use your wrestling against you in a very bad way. And you've never expected it, and you've never really had someone use your wrestling against you, which is surprising. I think someone has, but that was in Russia, and the fight was barely legally. In Russia, the rules are completely different. I don't know if you were taking steroids or not, and I can't vouch for the fact that you were taking steroids or not, but the history is very bad. I'm not talking trash about Russia as a country. It's a beautiful country filled with amazing people, and I have friends in Russia, but even they admit that the drugs, when it comes to steroids, are rampant in MMA in Russia. So you've got some truths to tell. You've got some bullshit to cut across, and you've got to be honest to your fans and stop hiding behind this persona and using something else as a platform to get away with everything. You can't get away with slapping someone and then grabbing them like that. What did you expect his friends to do? Hug you? Wish you farewell and goodbye? If that was my friends, the same thing. Or maybe a gun would have got involved, or a knife. You're quite lucky, because in Ireland people get shot in the kneecaps, and in Dagestan, you know, people get killed, executed on video for the sake of religion, as you very well know. These things are crazy, and you cross the line, and I think you should have apologised for it, and you should have apologised to his team, and you should have understood why Conor McGregor did what he did. And if you didn't understand it, then you don't understand brotherhood. And as a Muslim, I think you should understand what brotherhood is all about. I'm not picking on anyone. I respect every religion, but I don't respect a person that hides behind a religion and attacks a fighter that is clearly dozens and dozens and hundreds of classes ahead of another fighter, and then I don't know. I'm just shocked that Khabib can get away with what he's got away with, and I'm surprised that Dana White is such a fat pig and a disloyal bitch. It's fucked up. It's disgraceful. Dana White, the reason the mob changed your life is because the mob runs your life. You're still a disloyal, fucking criminal scumbag, and you owe the fighters a hell of a lot more than you give them. Especially Conor McGregor, you owe him your fucking paycheck, which was like $2 billion or something, mate. Stop driving those Ferraris and shit, and share some of that money. I mean, for Christ's sake, your daughter's ear gets bitten off by one of your dogs, and you don't see that as a bad omen because of what you're doing. That's fucking bad luck for doing doing so many bad things to fighters, treating fighters like shit, like the fighter that people accuse of looking male, Cyborg. You've let her run in the undertow and never let her fight for the championship belt. But now suddenly you're letting her fight for it because she can prove in court that she needs certain medicinal things that are for other fighters would be banned, but she needs it as a diuretic. Dana White, you've got a lot to stand up for and say, and you could say it a lot better because you've got more time in front of the camera, but I'm young. Maybe one day I'll be a fight organizer. I'll do a hell of a lot better job than you do. Fuck Brock Lesnar, he's a cheater. Mark Hunt's the fucking king. You let that fight happen when you knew Brock Lesnar was on steroids. You claimed to hate John Jones for using steroids, yet you probably knew he was on PEDs the entire time. Don't talk shit, Dana White, you gluttonous pig. That guy that called you that originally, I got that from another person, but you are a gluttonous pig, and someone needs to fight you. And if you were to have fought Tito Ortiz, he would have kicked your ass in literally the first few seconds of the first round, and it would have been quick, and it would have been ground and pound, and your red face would be bleeding and profusely, and you probably would need plastic surgery, and you probably wouldn't be doing the speeches you make today, flaring up, looking pink from being unhealthy, I gather. But I understand you do some weights, good for you. Your stamina is terrible. I can tell by the skin color in your face. It's a sign of actually eating too much fatty foods and eating too much meat. You need to eat more veggies and fruit. Maybe stop taking Dianabol or whatever it is you're using to get those bulking up, or testosterone replacement therapy. Am I right? Because I do know that Joe Rogan does that. He admits that he uses that, and I wouldn't be surprised if his best friend isn't using it as well. I mean, let's all just use steroids now and join the UFC and fight illegal fights and give fighters a fucking payday for breaking the rules of a sport that is tarnished in some of the worst forms of cheating that has been available in combat sports to watch. Fucking hell, Brock Lesnar, I don't know how you can sleep at night. You're gonna give yourself a heart attack. You know what it does to your heart, to your stomach lining, to your entire body. It can kill you and make your life a lot shorter, and I just hope you realise that you've probably made your life half as short as it's gonna be, and your time will come. And what you did to Mark Hunt was only because of the steroids you were taking, and you could see that you were on steroids. This isn't a personal thing against Brock Lesnar, but it was very obvious that he was on steroids or some kind of supplement that was illegal, because you could see the colour in his muscles. It was his sweat was almost another colour. He was full of something that was not legal, and you could see his stamina always being on top. He never gassed out, and when he did gas out, he'd have extreme power. He didn't have nothing. He threw heavy punches, and they were very, very quick, and his muscle density was massive, and he was too quick for someone that size. No one that size can move that quick unless they are on something. John Jones, I believe, cheated throughout most of his career, but did it very seldomly, and he chose the timing well. I think that he thought he'd get away with doing what he did with Daniel Cormier, And I also think he did it because he didn't respect Daniel Cormier. I think he knew he could beat Daniel Cormier in 5 out of 5 fights, and I believe that he could do that too. I don't believe that he should have disrespected Daniel Cormier like that. Daniel Cormier is an awesome fighter and an awesome person. So yeah, I've gone from talking about myself, my love life, my what I lack of a love life, but and I've gone to UFC, which is gonna be the name and title of this video, and you're just gonna have to enjoy it. I'm not gonna edit this video because it's gonna be my first video. I'm gonna cringe at it in the future. I'm probably gonna regret half the things I say, but what's the point of making a video and saying lies and just feeding you guys what you want to hear? I have to tell you how I feel. It's a video log. I train myself, so I ride a bike every day for kilometers. I live in the country, so there's big hills. I'm relatively healthy. I could be healthier. Like I said, I'm 80 kilograms. If there's anyone in my local area that wants to join along in the training and the sparring and all that, you're welcome to join. But the Foster's already full. I've already got a bunch of mates that want to do that, and even they make excuses sometimes. So we'll see how it goes. But me and my mates won't go easy on you. We always go hard. But I've got headgear and I've got all the gear you need. We don't cheat. We don't break the rules. We don't kick each other in the nuts. We don't cheap shot. We don't do any fancy kind of footwork. We just train to excel in stamina and technique. So sometimes we'll use a strange kick or a punch or a reverse of something to try and land something and get better at it. But we won't do it to hurt the opponent. Like, for example, Uriah Hall, his spinning heel kick was bloody brutal. I don't want that to happen on a very tough surface on my property, because that would probably kill someone. If his head landed on concrete or a surface that was hard and not matted like it was, he would have most likely have died. And he was in a bad way, that guy. If you haven't watched the knockout, it is the most brutal knockout I've ever seen in UFC, and it's the most devastating and quick and most ruthless knockout, and it's perfectly timed by the fighter Uriah Hall, who holds back a lot of pent-up frustration, anger, and power, and he can just explode in any second when he wants to, but he just holds back a lot. I think he cares a lot about the people he fights. He cares too much, and I think that's something that I'd have trouble with as well, and I have had trouble with in the past. You don't want to hurt your opponent because you care about them. You care about everyone that you talk to and you communicate with and you spend your life with. I don't want to hurt people for a living. It would be terrible, but if you make money, and a lot of money doing it, maybe it wouldn't be so terrible, but it would still suck. I don't see how anyone can enjoy unless they have a real big beef with them. But then again, what do I know? I'm not a UFC fighter. I would love to be in the future, but it's going to take a lot more training than just what I do every day. So anyway, I'm going to call this a video. I'm going to check how long it's gone on for. I'm going to go back. going all weird. Oops, sorry about the lighting. It's been upside down for a while, but you're gonna have to put up with that. I apologize, it's just the way I do things. I've got a selfie stick, I look ridiculous. But this video will be, let's make it 42 for 420. No, actually, I'll make it 5 more seconds long, and I'll count down to 5 seconds when I'm ready. I hope you enjoyed the video, and this is me, Brandon, signing out. If you liked the video, or you liked what I said, or if you disliked it, dislike it. I don't mind. Like it if you liked it. Disliked it if you disliked it. If you disagree with what I said, comment and make sure it's heard, and write down the reasons for what you think should have happened, or what I should have said, or what you think I should have said, or the position that you agree with, or whatever. Say whatever you like, just don't abuse anyone. I want my content to be user friendly and available for everyone, and I don't want any racism. I don't want any SJWs ruining it by turning anything into a race baiting kind of forum. I don't want flamers. I don't really understand what the flamers means, but I think I've got an idea of it. I don't have enough time to spend on the internet learning all the folklore and the nicknames for everything, but I basically don't want to waste my time editing videos and deleting comments and stopping fights and doing that sort of thing, because I've done that before previously through a different application, and it was a huge waste of time, and I'm hoping to maybe make a bit of money from doing this someday. You can help me by sharing my videos and commenting and liking my videos, and subscribing to them is the best thing you can do, and it would make my day come true and be a great day. But I think I'm going to do this daily, and if you subscribe, that gives me more of a reason to do it daily. So yeah, I'm Brandon. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going out in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I'm off.